Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hopefully, the audio sounds okay. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into things. I hope everyone's having a good morning as well, or a good evening, or a good day, wherever you are watching this video. Also, Leah, hello, hello. Well, hello from the future, I guess. I hope you had a good night's sleep. And yeah, I appreciate you for just stopping by to say hello before the stream. Okay, let me go ahead and switch over. So for today's stream, as I mentioned, we are working in doo-doo because, Saturday is for doo-doo, if you don't know. And we are going to finally finish the high school. Finally going to finish. Because I decided not to work on the high school off stream because we already have done so much with the high school on stream, so it made sense to finish it on stream. But I have been busy in Copperdale because I really want to finish Copperdale, so that's why we're kind of starting off on the map view of things. Also, let me go ahead and pull up my chat on my phone so I can actually see what's going on. Okay, there we go. Victoria, hello, hello. Glad you can make the stream today. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, we're starting off on the map view because just so we can kind of get an understanding of where we're at when it comes to Copperdale. So as you can see, things are looking a bit different. I have went in and rebuilt all the residential lots, so that is done. I just have to furnish the Prescott home, which also, if you were at stream last night, this is the home I was talking about, like my PTSD home, low-key, because it was very much a struggle to build that, and I still don't know how I feel about it, but I have to decorate it. And I also need to furnish the broke home, because I've decided in the rental version of Doo-Doo, I'm going to have the broke family live in this one, and the Price family live in the other one. But in the non-rental version, this will be a residential lot, and the Price family will be the only one staying on this. But yeah. And then as far as what we need to finish when it comes to this world, we have to finish the high school. Again, we're focusing on that today. Possibly going over to the auditorium, because I don't think it will take us that long to finish what we need to finish at the high school. And then I need to rebuild this lot, which I think I'll keep as a library, but I'll have it masquerade as a bookstore. And also our Devil Worshipper Woods, which I have to come up with a new name. I want it to be some type of Worshipper Woods, but I don't think we can call it the Devil Worshipper Woods. That's a bit too extreme for The Sims. Maybe we'll call it like the Llama Worshipper Woods or something like that. Yeah, the other streams are a bit late for me. Yeah, understandable. They are very late for the EU folks and people on that side of the world. That's why I decided to keep these kind of in the morning. But also that works better for me too. But yeah, it's kind of an overview. So we're almost done with Copperdale, yay! And I think that means we have, 3 more worlds after this. We have Ravenwood. We have what's that one world from For Rent? And then we also have that other world that I can't think of. Or I don't know, maybe we don't. Actually, let me check on that real quick. And then we'll actually start doing stuff. Oh yeah, we have Nordhaven. That's the other world I was thinking of. So we have 3 more worlds to finish for this new version of Doo-Doo, for it to be the final version. But we also have some lots sprinkled in some of the other worlds that we need to go back and finish up to. But yeah, not looking too bad. We're progressing slowly, but at the same time, I think we're on the right track. Elizabeth, hello. Yeah, you're kind of on a streak now. Good for you. Yeah, the stream started at 1 a.m. for me last night. Ooh, that was pretty late. But I'm happy you were able to stick around. But luckily, the stream didn't last that long. I've been trying to keep them to like 2 hours maximum, especially since I do back-to-back. Because as I mentioned last night to some people people are like, oh, I'm sorry I didn't make last stream. But honestly, it's realistic to not make every single stream. And it's even more realistic to not stay for the entire time. So that's why I've been trying to kind of limit streams to 2 hours, because I don't know, I feel like that's easier to manage. Or at least I feel that way. Like if I were you guys and I was watching my streams, I'd feel less pressure with a 2-hour stream than a 6-hour stream. You know? But yeah. We're back at Copperdale High School. And honestly, I haven't... Wait, what is this? Oh, okay, that's from the stage. I haven't visited this a lot since the last time we worked on it on stream. And when was that? Honestly, I don't remember. I feel like it's been a long, long time ago. But maybe it was only like a few weeks ago. So I guess we can kind of look over things again. 2 a.m. for me? I'm taking it personally. You just gotta become a night owl, right? You're a student, so I feel like you should be used to this. Staying up in the sicko hours of the night. It's actually perfect for me on my night shifts. Oh, I'm glad it works out for you. I feel like those are the best times for me because 8 o'clock on a Friday night, I'm most likely not doing anything unless someone randomly asks me to do something. And then Saturday mornings, you know, I can get streaming done before I actually go to do stuff, because usually Saturdays is when my family comes down or they want to do stuff. So yeah, it works out. All right. But now high school time. High school. So yeah, if you remember, we're pretty much done with the high school, to be honest, or the parts that matter. We do have to come in here and fix the cafeteria. We do have to finish that up, add some more decorations, do some stuff in the kitchen. But other than that, I believe the stuff we need for the high school to be functional, like the principal's office, the 2 classrooms, the library, those are done. Also, what happened here? Oh yeah, I did something weird last time where everything kind of shifted over. I don't know why that happened. It was very annoying. Shifted very far over. Okay, I think everything is fine now in this room. And in this room, everything's okay. Oh wow, the shelves didn't delete either. Usually these modular bookshelves, I really love them, but sometimes they can be a bit annoying because they'll just randomly disappear, but they're still here, so that's a good sign. Alright, library. Yeah, everything is fine over here. We have the theater room. Still looking good, still looking marvelous, if I do say so myself. And then downstairs, we had our little dressing room. Okay. Outside, oh yeah, I forgot we had these trailers too. I don't know how I feel about that. Still. Because those are like extra classrooms. And then this is... Okay, yeah, we're pretty much done out here. We might add some like cheerleading mats and stuff. And... Yep, here we are on the top floor. This is kind of our last section we have to deal with when it comes to the high school. Because I thought it would be nice to have like some random classrooms, which double as skill building like classrooms, I guess you could say. Because I still haven't really played around with the high school. But, yeah. I don't know, I thought that could be cute, I guess. So right now, we just have one classroom, which I think we decided before our long break that one of these could be like an art classroom. And then over here, we can make a music room. And I'm trying to figure out what another classroom could be. Maybe we go through and see what type of skills we have. We could do a computer room or like a technology room, but we also have this little lofted area over here in the library. So I feel like that's not really necessary to have a dedicated computer room. So yeah, I don't know if we'll do that. But let me go ahead and see what kind of skill items we have so we can see. What other things would you have at a high school? Oh yeah, like a wood shop, a woodworking room. That would make sense. Okay, I forgot we don't really have many skills. Okay, yeah, maybe that's actually it. Oh, or what about, would this be too fancy for a high school? We can do like a robotics club, and they have this machine here. But I don't really know if that's necessary. I don't think the school has the budget for that. I'll think about that a little bit more. But, okay. Yeah, also the bottom two. We did finish this up. The pool. The haunted pool. Where someone may or may not have been murdered. Okay, but anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I think we'll start off with the art room and this one. I think that makes sense. Okay, art room. First off, we need that little whiteboard. Oops. Thank goodness for the business and hobbies pack, because we got so many cool stuff. So, yeah, whiteboard at the front. And I feel like in the art room, you usually have tables where you work at, because you're mostly just like learning how to draw and sketch and all that stuff. And maybe some random type of art skills here and there, but yeah, for the most part, I feel like you're working at tables. So we can probably put some of those down, maybe like 4 in the front part. What about a home ec classroom, like cooking? That actually could go. But I worry if Sims are going to be annoying with that. Maybe we can put a fridge, but we block it. And then if you play in that room, you can just move like the block so your Sims can actually use it. That is an option. Also, Bambi, hello. Hello. Long time no see. I hope you're doing well, by the way. Maybe rooms for the in-game clubs, like chess, computer, cheer, and football. Oh yeah, I forgot about the high school clubs. Okay, yeah, we can do that too. But I think for the chess and the, what's that other club called? You said the computer club? Maybe we can put those in the same room. And then for the cheer and football team, I don't think they would really have like a dedicated classroom, because it's a sport. Even though in the game they act like it's a club, it's pretty much just like a school sport. So they would probably come down here and, like train and stuff. But for the most part, they would probably, the cheerleading team, in my head, even though they don't do this in the actual game, they would probably just go over here and like do their tryouts and stuff. And the football team, they're usually in auxiliary gym, or they're just out in the field. I don't know. Maybe we can have like a little spare classroom to deal with that too. It's been very long. But that's all right though. We're seeing each other now, which is cool. Okay. We can go with these tables. These are very good basic tables to have. And I think I'll go with this watch. What's very funny? Last night when I was ending stream, I was like, I'm ending stream when I said I would end it at 10 o'clock because I wanted to go to bed early. But I also even called myself out. I say I'm going to go to bed early after the stream, but I know I won't, and I didn't. Because after stream, I switched over. No, I was already in Scuffed. And I was taking more pictures of the townies in the world because I'm working on that dossier, which I should have the first version finished before next stream. So I plan on sharing it during that stream so people can like look at it and follow along. But yeah, I worked on that for a couple hours. Then after that, I just couldn't go to sleep. So I didn't have the best sleep last night. And I woke up maybe like an hour before I was supposed to start the stream. So I apologize if I'm a bit low energy or if my voice sounds weird or any of that stuff. But yeah. Honestly, I was debating too. I was like, should I get up and even stream or should I just like push it back? But I think I'm good now. Also, that's my grandpa coughing in the background. Sorry if you can hear him. But yeah, here we are though. I'm kind of awake now, but also not really. Not really. Oh, I was wondering what this line was, but it's for this, because I forgot you can actually like hold classes and stuff. In that case, okay, should we stick with the tables? Because like I said, I feel like that's pretty realistic for an art room. But maybe we should just put the easels here instead. Because I haven't really played around with this feature of the Business and Hobbies pack. But from my understanding, you take the class, right? So the students will sit here and they'll listen to the teacher. And then they'll go and actually do like the skill building stuff after they leveled up, right? Isn't that how it works? I'm sorry to hear that. No worries, no worries. It happens. Most of the time I don't really get good sleep. I have been doing pretty well the past few weeks, but yeah, it happens. Chapel, hello! You're also on a streak. I appreciate you for coming by again. OMG same, no sleep gang, let's go. Yeah, it's a gang you don't want to be a part of, but it happens. It happens. But luckily it's Saturday for me, so after this, honestly, I'll probably just chill. I might eat some fried chicken I have left over, or I might eat some pho. I found some really good microwavable pho at the grocery store. It's not as good as what you would get at a restaurant or somewhere that makes pho from scratch, but you know, you have to make do, because we do not have a Vietnamese place anywhere near me, unfortunately. Same with Korean. We don't have any Korean restaurants near me. The nearest one is maybe like an hour away, which is very sad because I have definitely been craving Korean food for the past few weeks. Specifically, kimchi jjigae. I really want some. I would make it myself, but we don't even have like a Korean grocery store, so it's a struggle. It's a struggle living in a small town that has nothing. That has nothing. Except McDonald's. McDonald's every 5 miles, unfortunately. I honestly haven't used the board either, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I've seen it used in a few videos, but I'm still not 100% sure how it works. I don't know. I don't know. It'll get play tested, so I guess we'll find out later. We can put this, what is this, a kiln? Yeah. I remember using this in elementary school, and I'd be so excited. Because I loved, we made like little knickknacks and stuff. It was just very fun. Okay. And do I have any counters that I used? Oh yeah, I do. We can bring those back up here. Nice. Yeah, this can be like the little hand washing station, I guess, in the back. In the back of the room. We need more sinks. I feel like we rarely get anything like this. Like, we don't really get many sinks, many toilets, many couches. Do I want to use this one? These are all too new. I mentioned this before, but we definitely need some type of pack that has, it's kind of like Cibulette's scruffed or like scuffed CC kit. We need something like that from EA. Because all of these are too clean. This is like the only one that's kind of, I guess, well, I don't even want to say busted, because it's not really busted, it's just old. Or not as modern, I should say. Because it's not really old either. It looks brand new. I want some things that are like rusted and busted. Definitely need that. Sigh. Okay. Alright. So I guess this is pretty much the bones for the art room. Now we can just go around and start like adding some decorations and stuff. Or am I missing something? What else will we put in here? I guess I can find out and just scroll. Got this little board right here. You can put off to the side. And what else? Maybe this fire extinguisher? Because we do have the kiln in here, so that kind of makes sense. And some aprons as well. Yep. Add some of those. This would be cute, but it's so childish. But I don't know, you know, maybe someone, I don't know. I don't know why they would have it in here, but I'm gonna put it in here anyway, because I think that's really cute. I think that is really cute. Add this little thingy too. I have a feeling this stream is going to be very chilled and laid back. Kind of like yesterday's stream. Which honestly, sometimes it's kind of nice. Everyone's just playing Sims, just kind of vibing out. Those are the best type of vibes. Oh, I just remembered this. We should definitely put this in here. I guess on this side of the room. Like that. Yep. I think there's some sketches on one of the posters from high school years. You would be correct. Honestly, those posters are like a top 10 item in the game. I use them in almost every household now, even if there's no teenagers. Because they just work. There's so many good swatches that come with that poster. We need more like it. They're so good, so good. The only thing is though, I usually have a hard time finding it. Okay, wait, here we are. Nice. Yeah, where is... Oh, wait, is it not this one? Oh, let me go ahead and take this one out too. Oh, wait, we don't have like a science lab. But I don't know if that's necessary. I just thought about that. I don't think we need one. Okay, yeah, I don't think it's in this swatch. Maybe it's the other poster. Could have sworn it was in this one though. But anyway, I do use this poster a lot. I use it quite a bit. Okay, so maybe it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. There we go. I'm gonna use both of these. I can't remember. No worries. I always have a hard time remembering stuff, especially when it comes to items in this game. Especially where they're at, too. Because I don't know. Like, even though I use them a ton, I never fail to forget, like, where items are. And I'll end up scrolling for, like, a million years just trying to find it. Okay, that's nice. We also have some more sketches too. And I also don't know. Oh, okay, never mind. Here they are. Cool. Cool. Maybe we'll put them... Where should we put these? Maybe back here. I guess. Would a yearbook club room be weird? It wouldn't be weird. But how would we do it? What are some like yearbookish items that we can throw in the game? And then maybe we'll add some of these. Because why not? I feel like the art room has to be pretty artsy and have a lot of stuff going on, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Squeeze that back there. Okay. And what else can we throw up in here? Is there anything else? Oh yeah, this thing. Maybe above here? It kind of fits nicely. How about school newspaper, radio club? They could be investigating the town's mysteries and talk about it on their show. Wait, that would be cool. Especially since we have that whole like murder mystery going on already with the high school and what happened in the pool basement. So that could definitely be cool. Definitely. Okay, I like that idea. Chetta, good morning. Appreciate you for coming by again. Hope you're off to a good start for your day. Currently working on the high school, trying to get some ideas flowing about the classrooms. Maybe we add some more of these. Some more canvases around here. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is all we really need right now as far as the art room goes. I guess we can add this underneath. Nothing wrong with that. And maybe a little rug in front of the sink. This one's kind of fun. We can do that. Okay. Yeah. And then we can throw some stuff on the table. And maybe a little desk in the corner for the teacher. But after that, yeah, I think we're pretty much finished when it comes to this room. Maybe. I don't know, we'll see. This is kind of kiddish, but I think it works. What else can we throw down here? Don't we have more art supplies? Or am I thinking of CC stuff? Huh. Okay, wait, or am I looking in the wrong category? Okay, yeah, maybe I was thinking of CC stuff. I could have sworn we had more art clutter around here, but I guess not. Okay, that's fine. That is completely fine. I've used this idea so many times already and it's still my favorite. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Yes, haunted pool and worshippers and stuff. Oh yeah, we do have the devil worshiper ones. So yeah, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense because Copperdale has that spooky mystery vibe. I like the newspaper room idea, and that can low-key double as like the yearbook room too. So amazing. Girl, I had to give my dog chill pills, so I don't know why I can read that. Because I cut his nails later. He headbutted me last time, giving me a nose. Oh my gosh. Yikes. Okay. Hopefully it ends in a much better way when you do it again. Jeez. If you wanted to do the yearbook room, like a round table in it with clutter objects, a backdrop with tripod somewhere, just a few laptops, maybe even try to fake a dark room. Oh, yeah. I think that is what it's called. It's called a dark room, where you develop the photos. Ooh, okay. I like that. All right, we're starting to cook. This Saturday morning. Let's keep it going. Yeah. I don't know where any of the other stuff is, so I guess I was just making stuff up when I said there was more art supplies, or maybe we can do something like this. I don't know if this makes sense. Just put it in the middle. And pretend like it's a little built-in stand or something in the middle of the table. Because I just want more art supplies up here. But yeah, I guess that's it. And then let's bring that desk from downstairs. Over in the corner. There we go, the teacher's desk. And a little trash can too. And yeah, that's it. Very nice. Very nice. Man, I really hate how these lights don't really produce that much light. Sometimes it's nice, but I don't know, we just need a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Then I think we'd be good. Even with the windows, it's not really helping that much. I look at it, it's so dark in here. I guess we can add a little light under these cabinets. Like right here. That helps a little bit. And possibly some fairy lights back here too. Love an excuse to use fairy lights. Alright. Yeah, that's a bit better. Cool. Okay, now time to split up the other rooms. Is this your own tweaked reshade thingy? Looks nice. Yes, it is. But honestly, I've been thinking of trying to make my own reshade. I don't know what it would look like, but I'm gonna give it a try. Because I do really like this one, okay? You know, I use it all the time. I think it's a good reshade, especially with the adjustments I made to it. But, I don't know. I think I want to create a reshade specifically for Scuff New York. Because Scuff New York really has like, you know, those kind of city grungy vibes. So I want to make a reshade that kind of has those vibes to something kind of, I don't know, vintage, if that makes sense. I'm gonna try it one day. Definitely will. Okay, so we said newspaper / radio / yearbook room. We have a room for the chess team, which will also double for the computer team. And then we have the music room as well. Okay, I can't remember if we said anything else, but if we didn't, I think this works out well. Because yeah, we have 3 classrooms. 3 classrooms for this. Oh wait, I wanted to do a, dang it, I wanted to do a wood shop type of class. But we don't have enough room. I guess I could put it over here, but I like how it looks. How we have it set up. It looks like multiple classrooms versus if we did the wood shop room. It would just be like maybe 1 door on each side. We could do 2 doors on each side, but that would look weird for just 1 classroom. Also, that was my stomach. Hopefully you didn't hear it. That was my stomach again. I don't know. That's kind of disappointing. Oops, I did not mean to click on that. I don't know. I love the idea, and Around the Sims 4 has CC for that, but we can't use the CC for this save. Because that classroom looks haunted. It's so shady in there. That's kind of the vibes we're going for. You have to remember that someone was murdered in the pool of this high school. So this whole high school just looks very like, you don't want to be here. That's what we're going for, Cheddar. Also, Caro, hello. I feel like I haven't seen you in so long. I hope you're doing well. And thank you for stopping by. Yeah, we're getting back into our early morning streams. They're back on the menu. It has been a minute. It's been a long time. OMG, what? I missed so much? Yeah, we're planning to murder Dustin Broke in the pool, the basement pool. Because there's a whole like backstory. You know how in high school years you can summon a demon basically? I think like through the mirror or some type of selfie challenge. Well, he was kind of tricked into doing that because he was being bullied at school and he wanted to become one of the cool kids. And they're like, okay, if you want to become a cool kid, you got to summon this demon. And he did it, but it didn't show up. So everyone was like, okay, well, I guess you're not cool. And they just left him. So while he was just sitting on the edge of the pool, you know, being sad about being a loser still, the demon appeared and then it just pushed him in the pool and he drowned. So that's kind of the whole story. We're going to do that. I think we're going to kill him off next stream because we for sure should be done with Copperdale by then. So next stream will probably be a murder stream, to be honest. Unfortunately. But yep, that's the story. That's why the school looks very creepy and haunted, because it actually is. I forgot you have high school years. I'm so hyped to see what you do with it. Honestly, I don't regret buying high school years. I thought I would, but I think it was a good choice. I'm definitely a believer in high school years now. But I don't know, maybe that will change once I actually start playing with the high school. Maybe it'll just be a glitchy mess and I'll hate it again. But for right now, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Okay. I think that kind of makes sense, maybe? Or should I close it a little bit more? Maybe... Okay, maybe till right here. I think that makes sense. since it's like turning the corner onto the next hall. We told you. You did tell me. And I'm sorry I didn't believe you guys. I'm sorry I doubted you for so long, but we're here now. We're here now. Girl, you can summon demons since when? That's what I was told. There's like some type of monster or something that pops up. And it's like a new death in high school years. I don't know if it's a demon, but I'm just calling it a demon because that seems like a very demon-ish thing to do, to kill someone. So, murder stream delish, our favorite type of stream. I love killing sims. It's like my favorite thing about doo-doo. Maya, hello! Good morning, day, night, everyone. May just be lurking today, but I'm here. No worries, no worries. Glad you can lurk. Also, shout out to all the other lurkers in the stream as well. Hope you're having a good time. Yes, ma'am. You probably need a mod that allows you to see multiple characters attend high school, because I think they recently broke that with an update. Okay. Noted for my own gameplay. But maybe I'll also put that in the notes when I release doo-doo. Or actually, I don't know. Maybe I should include that with the download. Because there's certain sims that I do really want to attend the high school, such as Dustin's younger son, which you might be wondering, how did he have that son if he died in high school? So in my head, or not Dustin. No, I'm not saying Dustin Broke. I'm saying Dustin Broke's dad. His name is Skip Broke, right? Skip Broke is the one that got pushed into the pool and died. He died in high school, and him and Brandy, I figured they had a kid in high school, so that kid was Dustin. So that's why he's all like grown and alive and stuff. But they had a second son, as you guys know, the little baby. And then they had the other baby that Brandy is pregnant with too. So she has like 3 kids. But the last 2 kids, I feel like she was impregnated by Skip's ghost. So that is how we ended up there. And one of the younger kids, they're going to be a student at the high school, because maybe they're low-key trying to get revenge or avenge their dad's death. And it's kind of like a Scream scenario where it's a killer kind of running around, or someone's running around doing something. And you're like, oh my gosh, who did it? And turns out it's someone that they're very close to. And maybe he has a partner in crime. Kind of that situation. Also, this room is very big, so maybe we can split it up into multiple classrooms. I gotta think though. Or no, I don't actually, maybe it's big enough. We'll see. We'll see. It's The Sims. It's guaranteed to be a glitchy mess. That is very true. That's very true. Unfortunately. Death by Urban Legend. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Spectral hunching. I like that lore. Yeah, I thought that was kind of fun. Because like I said, when I was looking into Copperdale and trying to figure out what I want to do with this world, it was inspired by like those CW dramas and like those teen mysteries type of shows. So, you know, I was like, we need to really dive into it and embrace the weirdness and the mysteriousness of Copperdale. So that's what we're doing here. We have it all. We have murder, we have ghosts, we have bullying, I guess. All the things you would see in a CW-like show. And then let me start placing the items down so I remember what we're doing. Music room. Actually, we should put this piano down here too, in the theater room. That makes sense, right? If you're holding some type of play. Can we fit it here? Okay, we can barely fit it on the stage. And it also covers up that glitching through, so that's good. I really wish we could put on like high school plays or something. That would have been really cool. But alas, we have to use our imagination and jerry-rig some stuff. Okay, but piano room, chess/technology room. Over here, I guess maybe we can have like one robotic station. And then over here we have the newspaper slash yearbook room over in this room. Okay. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Yes, I've been rewatching Smallville and it's making me want those vibes in my Sims. I've never watched Smallville. I heard, well, it's a CW show, but I heard it's like one of the good CW shows. It's very fun. So I was like, maybe that's a show I should add. But I've never watched it. Especially after watching the new Superman movie, I feel like I should. Also, there's no windows in here. Should I add some? I guess it wouldn't hurt to have some natural lighting in here. But also, we don't need it because some classrooms just don't have windows. And that's fine. Like the band room at my school, we didn't have any windows, so I think I'll keep that here. No windows. And maybe no windows here either. Okay, yeah, let's just X the windows out on this wall. And let's go ahead and start with the music room. Ooh, this would be so fun. Because I was a band kid. Or I was in the band. I wasn't like a band kid. That was like my whole identity. But I was in the band. So I have some fond memories of being in the band room. All right. But honestly though, I feel like band was one of those kind of weird clubs or like groups to be a part of. Not weird in the sense that like, you know, oh, we're all nerds or something like that. But there's a lot of like weird, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is our band was kind of freaked out, as the kids say. And I don't know if anyone else that was ever in band has experienced that before, but it's like everyone was constantly dating and it was weird. And stuff was happening in the band room supply closet. So yeah, it was just, I don't know. I guess that's just being in high school, right? It's bound to get a little freaky when you're a high school student, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I gotta space these out better. It's so good and angsty. Perfect combination. I hate high school years just because the gameplay doesn't work for me. It's so bugged. That's very disappointing. I feel like building a functional high school with business and hobbies would work way better. Honestly, it might. I think, didn't Pixa do something like that? She built like a whole community college. It looks like it worked pretty fine. So you probably could. Like you said, it probably would work better. But it's sad that you have to do that when there's a whole pack out there, but the pack just doesn't work. Just doesn't work. I'm leaving in 10 to go see Superman again. It's so good, isn't it? It's so good. Like, I'm pretty happy with that. At first, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. But the more I let it marinate, the more I was like, yeah, that was a good Superman movie. I hope you enjoy your second viewing. Speaking of superhero movies, I still gotta see the Fantastic Four one. I was gonna see it this week when it came out, because I think it came out Thursday, but yeah, I just got busy, unfortunately. So I couldn't. But I definitely want to go see it. Because I'm not really a Marvel person. I don't really watch Marvel movies. I haven't really watched many in the MCU. But I am a big fan of Spider-Man and Fantastic Four. In terms of movies. I haven't watched the comics or anything like that. but I used to be obsessed with those movies when I was younger, especially that Fantastic Four movie with, what's her name? Jessica Alba and Chris Evans. I used to love those movies so much, and I would watch them all the time. I haven't watched the one with Miles Teller and Michael B. Jordan, because I heard that one was kind of bad. Granted, the other Fantastic Four wasn't that good either, but it was still, you know, it holds a special place in my heart. So, yeah. Anyway, all that to say, I want to go watch those. I want to go watch the new Fantastic Four movie. And maybe I'll go watch it this week. The movie moved me. Understandable. Yes, Victoria, I recommend. It is good. Band kids were freaky. Band incest? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I guess we spent so much time together, it was bound to happen. Like my band, I was in marching band. So we spent the whole summer together. And I'm gonna be honest, guys, I feel like the way they ran band camp should be illegal. Because I am in North Carolina. North Carolina is a very hot and humid place. Like, it's absolutely insane how bad it can get, especially around August and September. And that was like peak time for band camp and preparing for like the marching season. And our director, I don't know, I feel like he barely gave us any order breaks. So we were all pretty much out there like dying on the field for 8 hours. And that's just the perfect environment for you to get close to your bandmates and create those really strong, sometimes incestual bonds. So, yeah. All that to say, band is an experience. Definitely an experience. I don't know if I've ever really seen Fantastic Four, so I'm not sure if I'll go. But I've heard such good things. Yeah, I heard it's doing pretty good, which is very nice to hear, you know? I want superhero movies to do good. Because there's a lot of interesting stories to tell. Believe it or not, I understand why people are kind of tired of superhero movies, but there's so much more you can do with it than what we've seen so far. Oh wait, we didn't put down this. I don't think we can put it down anywhere though. Or can we put it out? Yeah, I don't know if we can put this anywhere. That's unfortunate. I forgot all about that. It's very unfortunate. I was really into Marvel, but then had a dramatic incident happen after I saw Endgame. Oof. So I haven't seen any Marvel anything since. Oh gosh. Well, I hope you recovered. That doesn't sound good. That was Bun's worst version of Fantastic Four, in my opinion. The 2015 version. Yeah, I've heard that a lot. Which, I mean, how do you mess up with that cast? Yeah, I haven't seen it, and I don't think I will, but the Fantastic Four series before that will always live in my heart. Just like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. They might not hold up the best nowadays, but they were just, I don't know. I have a lot of fond memories with them. Man, it would be so cool if we had like actual like brass and woodwind instruments. And I can place them beside the chair. I can do that with the violins, I guess. And the other little thingies. When I say little thingies, I mean guitars and stuff. Or I guess they would be in the front. The violins would be in the front. And then the guitars can be in the back. This is a band or music room for guitar and violin players, I guess. I'm in a big DC Bat Family fan phase right now. As you should, honestly. As you should. And I don't want to be disappointed. What, disappointed by, like, the new stuff coming out? Because I don't know. I feel like we're heading in the right direction. So me personally, I was a fan of the Matt Reeves Batman movie. I thought they did a good job. Like everyone involved in that movie. Especially the spinoff we got with the Penguin. I cannot say this enough, guys. I cannot say this enough. If you haven't watched the Penguin, you need to watch it. It's actually a really good little mini series. Usually I don't do spinoffs, but yeah, this one is very deserving of all the praise. What else can we put in the music room? We don't really have that many musical instruments. Me too, Caro. Or, wait, I started calling you Caro again. I mean Caro. I want a band pack so bad as well. Also, maybe I should switch out this piano since we have the grand one downstairs. It's a nice little fancy one. We can slide some more chairs over. The new Superman movie actually reignited my DC obsession from high school, if that helps. It's actually pretty good praise right there. I heard that happened to a lot of people. Especially people that weren't really a fan of Superman to begin with. Like, oh, he's such a boring superhero. Like, he has all these powers, he's too OP, blah, 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 blah. But after watching that movie, they're like, I understand. And I used to be like that too, until I started reading. There's this comic book series going on that's called World's Finest, and it features Superman, Batman, and Robin. I highly recommend it if you're into comics. It's just very fun and wholesome. I gotta catch up on it though. I think I'm a few issues behind. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what else to put in here. I really don't have that much in terms of music items. I don't mind either way. You can be speaking Spanish with the other pronunciation. It works. I know, but I want to get it right. I want to do or say whichever one you prefer. Okay, let's go with this one. I don't know what else to put in here. We really do need a bands pack. Like, it's so ridiculous that we haven't actually got any type of band gameplay in this game. And it's been, what, like 15 years since The Sims 4 came out? Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Okay, yeah, I still don't see anything. So what I'm gonna do like my band room had. There's like a little room for the rhythm section. But like they stored their stuff and they can go and practice. So we're gonna have that over here. And then we're gonna add a little closet because I don't know what else to put. And yeah, I think that'll be it for this band room. I would love to buy more comics, but they're so expensive. Like, it's a luxury product to me. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really bought any physical comics yet. Because when I started reading comics, I was broke, okay? I didn't have any money. Even if I did have money, it had to go to way more important stuff. And then when I kind of had money, I don't know. Like you said, comics are expensive. And I should support, I do plan on actually buying them one day. Especially issues that, like, I really enjoy. But yeah, I hate to say it. But one day I will spend my hard-earned money on comics. Okay. Maybe we use this store. I wish we had a brown swatch. Why don't we have a brown swatch for this? That doesn't really make any sense. Sam, welcome back. We are finishing up the high school and working on some like little random classrooms. Okay, divas, I must depart. Have fun. Thank you for stopping by, Carol. Hope you enjoy your screening. Hope you enjoy your second viewing of Superman. Wait, how do you read them then? Honestly, what website is it called? I forgot. But I just go on a website and they have all the comics there. Or most of the time they have all of them. Not just from DC either. They have like the Transformers comics, because honestly those are good comic books. They have Marvel ones. And maybe even mangas as well. But usually if you just search up the comic and like read online, hopefully I don't get like, hopefully YouTube doesn't come for me for saying this, but I don't know, you know, if you can afford them, then yeah, buy them, but if not, there are other options, and those are some of the options. But yeah, that's usually how I read them. I was hoping we had a window that was the same size as this, but apparently we don't, this is also kind of dumb. I hate when they do that. Because I wanted something like a window to be here. I guess maybe I can just use this one. But that also looks kind of dumb. I don't know. I'm very frustrated right now. Or maybe this one. Do we have a swatch that matches this? That's close enough. Okay, we'll just go with this. I don't really care that much. Okay, there we go. Oh wait, actually, maybe we can put the little beat making station in here. Where's that at? Yeah, this thing. Put that in here, and then we can slide the little keyboard in here as well. Nice. Honestly, so cool what you do with no CC. Thank you. It is very hard. I'm not even gonna lie. It's very hard, but I like the challenge, especially after like going so long building with CC. It's nice to come back to the save and force myself to use what's only available in the game. I say this all the time, but it's a really good way to stretch your building muscles, I guess. And I find it makes me a better builder. Also, let me save. Everyone should save right now. The only way to free comics I know is through Webtoon. If you want the website that I use, I can share it with you in Discord, because I don't remember right now. And I'm afraid if I say it, I don't know. I don't know how good YouTube's monitoring system is, but I'm just afraid if I mention it on stream, they'll be like, okay, time to shut this thing down. go. Okay. I didn't know still about physical comics, to be honest. I always saw them online since maybe 2014. Yeah, I feel like nowadays, a lot of people mostly just, like, if not reading them in other ways online, they're buying them online and reading it that way. Most people that do, like, physical comic books, I feel like are just collectors nowadays. Or people that are, like, really into a specific character and they just want to have those physical copies. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like if I was rich or something, or maybe even middle class, I don't know. I probably would invest in like physical copies because it is cool to have it there and to be able to like hold it and touch it and like put it up somewhere in your room. But yeah, they just are super expensive. As with a lot of media, physical media these days. It's kind of sad, honestly, how art is just becoming so expensive. Especially if you want to make art. Like back in the day, sure, yeah, it was expensive and you had to like, I don't know, come from money or something if you wanted to get into that field. And I don't know, nowadays it is a bit more accessible, but at the same time, I feel like there's still that issue of, yeah, if you don't have like the connections and the money, it's kind of hard to carve out a career for yourself. Not impossible, but a bit more difficult. And time to add more lights, because we're definitely going to need more lights. Honestly, all these classrooms might just have to have fairy lights at this point, because I'm pretty sure it's about to get super dark once I take out this one overhead light. Okay, that's not super bad. That's not too bad. It's not that dark in here. So that's good. Okay, that's not too bad. And I kind of want to add a mural because I think that'll look nice. So let's do that. And there's a train. There's a train. I've been doing dishes this entire stream and I'm finally done. I might cry, I'm so happy. Time to sim. Man, hand washing dishes is the worst. Or actually sometimes it can be pretty cool, but I feel you, Chapel. I feel you. I feel like someone on Tumblr told me that there's an issue. I can't remember if they said just like these murals or the garage murals, but there's something that's kind of like causing issues with some of the lots in doo-doo. Like if you tried to load it, or I guess like in any save in general, if you have that item and you on the lot and you try to load it, you get an infinite loading screen. But me personally, I haven't experienced that. And I hope they fixed it because I like adding these little murals here and there. Which one would look nice for the band room? Maybe this one. We can go with that one. We'll have to change the wallpaper though, because I don't like how the brick is down there. Okay, that's not the same one. We'll just go with this one. I don't care if it doesn't match up with this. And then we'll throw in some type of light over here. And yeah, that should be it. I don't want to go too crazy on the clutter because again, I don't want this lot to be too heavy. So I think this is good enough. Maybe we add in like a little lamp. Is that dumb to have this lamp in the classroom? I feel like it's kind of dumb. Maybe we'll just stick with the fairy lights. Yeah, sure. Let's just go with that. Let's just go with that. I'm just old school and not by choice. Good for you, Chapel. I have to prepare my house for a cookout during stream. A cookout? Where's my invite? But yeah, good luck with that. It's always the worst having to host a cookout because you're in charge of everything. Oh my gosh. My grandpa's really going through it in there. He has a super dry throat. But yeah, hopefully that goes well, Maya. Hopefully that goes well. Hopefully you're okay. I cannot talk. Hopefully you're able to set up everything before it starts and there's no stress. Neon Guts, hello. Long time no see. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining the stream. Which item? I think they said the garage mural from City Living. So you know how they have the garage door and you can paint on it? I think they were talking about that one. Or it might have been the regular murals, but I'm pretty sure they said garage. That's what I think. Oh wait, we have those little chests from the basement pack. That could be like a musical chest. You know, where maybe they keep like their saxophones and stuff like that. Or like a tuba. I think it's big enough for that. Let's see. I don't remember where it's at though. Darn, I don't remember. I feel like I'm getting close though. Is it somewhere around here? No, it's not. Is it over here? No. It has to be in this section. Maybe. I kind of want to put this outside with the art room. That's kind of cute. Even though the drawings are, I don't know, I feel like they're pretty good actually. Okay, yeah, we'll keep that out there. Where's that chest? Where's that chest? Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where it's at. I thought I did. Maybe it's over here. No? Where the heck is that chest? I guess I'll have to search for it. Oh my gosh, Jay, good morning. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm watching on my TV and can't chat, but wanted to say hello. Oh my gosh, I feel like it's been forever. Oh my gosh. Hello. I hope you enjoy the stream. It's so good to see you. Virtually. Gotta clean just for it to get dirty again. Exactly, exactly. Absolutely the worst. Absolutely the worst. The only good thing about hosting stuff at your home is that you're home. So when it's over, you can just, you don't have to travel or like drive anywhere. But yeah, you have to do all the cleaning, all the preparation. Also, you have to deal with all the leftovers too. I don't know if anyone else has that issue, but like when you host stuff at your home, especially around the holidays, people just love like bringing food and then just leaving it there. And I hate that because the way my family is set up, we would just have to eat off those leftovers for the rest of the month. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't love leftovers that much. Like, I'll eat leftovers, but I can't do it for a whole month. And I'm not even exaggerating. Literally the whole month we'll just have leftovers. Also, I got distracted looking for the basemental kit. Or basement treasures. Yeah, this one. You can put this down. There we go. How does it look shrunken down? Doesn't look too bad. And maybe they're like my band, that they're actually winners, unlike the football team. The football team sucks pretty bad at the school. So what we'll do, we might just bring the trophy case from down here and put it up here. Yep, there we go. I found some corruption in my forever save, so I had to move all my Lost in Sims to a new one. Ooh, oh no. Like, wait, what do you mean by corruption though? Like, what signs did you see? I'm so tired. Love The Sims so much. At least you caught it early though. This is a cookout for my little cousins. They're just coming for me to feed them. Oh, that's so nice of you. Taking care of your little cousins. I have a small family, so we have leftovers for like 3 to 4 months in my house. 3 to 4 months? That's kind of crazy. I couldn't do that. I'm sorry. That is absolutely insane. Nama, hello! OMG, and the amount of cans that are left around. Exactly. It's just, honestly, I love having family events, but also at the same time, it's just too much sometimes. It's just too much. And yes, I'm doing well. I hope you are as well. Good morning, good morning, good morning. But Maya, I think that's so nice, you doing that for your cousins. Honestly, nowadays, I don't know. I feel like it's hard to get family together and do stuff. Luckily, my family has always been that type of family where we're all really close together. Like my aunts, uncles, cousins. We're all pretty cool with each other and we still do stuff together as a family, but it's not as much as we used to do when I was younger. Because when I was younger, we were like always together. We were always going on like little trips, having cookouts and stuff. I have a lot of fond memories around just spending time with my family. But nowadays, I don't know. It's a different world out there. Kind of sad. Kind of sad and depressing. Okay. I think that's pretty much it for the band room. I can't really think of anything else we'll add. So yeah, it would kind of be cool if we had like music stands, but yeah, it's not a thing. It's not a thing, unfortunately. Okay, and then the next room I want to tackle, we can go ahead and do the technology / chest room. I think that would be pretty easy to get out of the way. There was a llama icon floating in the sky in Tomarang, and then all the buildings disappeared in Evergreen Harbor, and all that was left were outlines in the terrain paint. That does sound eerie, and that sounds so scary. Let me knock on wood, because, yeah. Also, I need to back up my saves again. I did it maybe like a week ago, but I have made a lot of changes. So everyone, please back up your saves, and yeah, be careful out there because it's very scary. Unfortunately, this game is holding on by a thread, so yeah. I'm sorry that happened to you, Chapel. But I'm glad you were able to save some stuff. Alright, so how do we go about setting up this chess room? Do we just put chess tables down? Or maybe we put a few. Okay, wait. I think the first thing we do, because this is for the computer club and for the chess team, So we put some desks in the middle, some computer desks. And then we can do the chess tables like off to the side maybe. I think that is our plan of action for this room. We don't really have any good or any computer desks that I was thinking of. Or actually, I don't know about this one. I wish there wasn't any decorations in it. Then maybe I would use it. Or maybe I just half wall it. Maybe. Maybe some focusing decor. So like just some items that are kind of focused around the computer and chess club, like the banners and stuff. And just keep it as a regular classroom that's just dressed up for the club. We definitely could. Okay, how many of these desks can we fit? Just 2. That's fine. Yeah, I was thinking of like this. And we can bring in that paneling from the library. Also, I'm starting to get really hungry. I don't think we have anything for breakfast to eat, which is unfortunate. Our toaster doesn't work anymore, so I can't make toast, which is very unfortunate. And we have muffins, but apparently I've eaten too many of the muffins, so I'm not allowed to have any more. I'm banned from taking another muffin, so pretty much, yeah, I might just be eating pho once I get off stream, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I actually did want like some toast or a muffin or something like that. I didn't want pho right now. I wanted to save that for later. Oh, that's what you meant by focusing decor. They're items that foster a focused moodlet, which enhances logic and programming. Do you remember which objects? Because I don't remember. I could search for them though. Also for the computers, maybe we put in the old school ones, like the Macintoshes and stuff like that. Because these are too fancy for this school. Actually, I don't know. These look kind of goofy. I don't know if I actually want to use those. Maybe we just go with these. But did I use this in the computer? Yeah, I used it in here. Oh well. Yeah, I guess they'll all just have the same computer then. We can't give them fancy computers because I'm pretty sure all of the clubs and stuff outside of the football and sports teams, they're very underfunded. So we cannot give them fancy computers. We cannot. You hit maximum muffins. Yeah, unfortunately I did. But it's not my fault, okay? Because these muffins, okay, they come in a pack of 4, but they're like super big muffins, super big, like the size of a hand, right? And I'm usually the one that buys them anyway. So I've been trying to slow down my muffin intake, and I'll eat like half a muffin maybe every 2 days. And I give people time, you know, I let them know like, hey, there's muffins in there if you guys want some. And I try to take it slow, so I give people a chance to take a muffin. But they don't take one. And then they're like, oh, there's only one muffin left in there. I'm like, yeah, there is. Because I was being kind, leaving you the muffin to see if anyone would come in and get it. And watch that muffin stay in there for like another week. They're not even going to eat it. It's so annoying. Sometimes it's so annoying with other people. I'm trying to be kind, and this is how they treat me. Okay. And then our chess tables. Where do I want to put the chess tables? I guess something else we can do. I'll probably throw in some lockers here to help fill the space as well. All right. No, then the muffin goes bad because no one ate the last one, and the broke, by the way, out my anger. That's what I'm saying. These muffins have been here already for like about a week. You can't leave muffins out that long. Okay, yes, a lot of stuff is added to food to make it last longer, but it's not going to last like forever. So I'm going to give it maybe until Sunday, but I'm going to be honest, I might just go in there and eat it anyway. And they'll just have to be mad at me. They just have to be mad. I'm sorry. I can buy more muffins. That's not a problem. Yeah, I figured that at the end, Maya. Brings out your anger. I'm glad you sympathize with me. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. I stand behind you. Take back your muffin. I probably will. Because, yeah, I can't let it go bad. I can't. Like I said, I can always buy some. I can always buy some more. Okay. Things are looking pretty good. They're looking pretty good. I think I'm gonna add some bumpets though. But honestly, now that I think about it, if I go in there and eat that muffin, it's low-key payback. Because maybe like a month or so ago, I bought some chicken from this place near us, and they have pretty good chicken. But it's like super expensive. You get 9 wingettes, which are kind of like, you know, the baby, or not baby, but like half of a wing, basically, if you don't know what wingettes are. You get 9 wingettes, fries, and a drink for like $13. It didn't used to be that much, but, you know, times are tough. Anyway, I bought that, and I had some left over, and I was going to save it for the next day for lunch. But someone ate it, and no one ever confessed. So this is kind of low-key payback for that. Because I'm still very salty about it. Like I was legit mad because I was looking, you know how you have food left and you're like looking forward to that? Like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to go home and eat this. I was saving it just for this moment. That's how I felt about that chicken. So I'm forever going to be mad about that. So it's only right. It's only right if I do eat the last muffin. Okay. I think we'll try to find some of those focus items because that would be nice to include. So we'll look for that next. I'll put up a few posters, and I think that's good enough for this room. Because again, I feel like it's just a classroom that they commandeered for the clubs. Like this was the computer lab or something, but now they're using it for the computer club and the chess club. Let's see. Do we have any posters for the clubs? I know we have some classroom posters. I've been looking for them, but oh yeah, here they are. Yeah, we can put this up on this wall over here. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. And this one. And I guess those little banners too. Where are they? Actually, where are they? Oh, okay, here they are. Put it on this back wall. All right. And maybe we'll throw up another board in here too. Because why not? Why not? Ooh, also the telescope. Because someone just keeps their telescope in here. Or maybe that's like the school one. For the astronomy club or something like that. I don't suppose you can search for items based on like mood effects, right? Like if I typed in focus, what would pop up? Okay, no, that didn't help. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot we have this item. We can definitely put that in here. Or actually, maybe we can't. Yeah, we don't have enough room. But yeah, this is the board I was talking about. We can put this over here. Take up some space. And this is the teacher's desk. And I might add some more clutter later. But for now, I think this is good enough. Even though it's super dark over here. What if I put a light behind it? Something kind of dumb? Maybe. But it helps brighten it up just a little bit. Then we need to add something over here too. Alright, there we go, there we go. Maybe a little rug. There's the mathematical diagram paintings. Mathematical. That reminds me of Adventure Time. Because I think Finn would always say that. Okay. Is it in this swatch? Or a different swatch? Okay. Yeah. I think that's pretty much it for this classroom. Alright. Alright. Things are looking good. And then our last classroom that we need to tackle is the newsroom. Wait, when did I put this down? Okay, that's interesting. Okay, this room is pretty big. So I think what we're going to do, maybe we can split it right here. And what we can do is set up like the broadcasting booth in this area. And I still like the idea of a dark room, but maybe we do the dark room in the basement. I think that's what we're going to go for in terms of the layout for this. Yeah. Trying to remember what a broadcast room even looks like. Maybe something like that. A little bit of soundproofing on the walls as well. You can probably find those in the gallery. That's very true. If I search up, actually, let me try to search it now. Gallery. Also, speaking of gallery, I do need to upload some builds to the gallery because I thought I uploaded all the builds from the first version of Doodoo, but apparently I didn't. So that's something I need to do today. Okay. It'll probably be in a room, right? Focus. Oh, that's not how you spell that. Focus items. Focus objects. Focus. Oh, okay, they do have stuff. Very nice, very nice. I appreciate that, Sam. Thank you for the help. Let's see, what do we have in here? Oh yeah, we have some of this stuff. Okay, very nice, very nice. We can definitely put that in here. Put that on the teacher's desk. Some diagrams. A little pie chart here. Sure, why not? Tuck that over in the corner. All right. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, that was the actual name. That was the actual name of this mathematical painting. Guess we'll put it over here. I'll leave this for now, but I'll probably change it. And do I want to take anything else from here? Maybe this can go outside the room. On the door? That's pretty cute. Yeah, we'll go with that. Do you have an idea to put like an interview area or morning announcements on like classroom TVs? I don't know what a broadcast room actually is, if it's that. I guess, yeah, as far as like the interview part goes, because the broadcast room is where they actually like record the contents. So we probably put that little media table where you can like produce content and stuff in here. And some like other little items. But yeah, this is basically where you record the show. And yeah, you do the morning announcements here too as well. Yep. Okay. And then as far as the main room, I guess that's just where everyone kind of works at. So we can in fact put a round little table, because this also doubles as, I guess, the newspaper in the yearbook club, in the broadcasting team. So a lot of things are happening here. Hopefully if I use these tables, they don't try to have lunch up here. But I don't think that should be an issue, right? Hopefully not. Let's get some bookshelves in here too. You definitely have some type of archive situation going on. Oh yeah, these for sure. Maybe I change the color of these. Ooh, it's actually really nice. I go with the darker brown. We could just go with 2 tables instead of trying to cram 3 in here. Something like this. And then get the photo area. I knew I did that. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Yeah, some type of backdrops and stuff going on too. Man, I really wish we had all this stuff with high school years. Like, it would be so cool to have like an actual yearbook team, to have like music classes you can take, a theater club. It would be so cool if you could do all that stuff without having to like take all these extra steps to make it actually possible. Backdrop. Is there not a different one? Let me see. What else do we have in the mosquito pack? Because I know we have a little photo area from Get to Work, but that one has too much stuff. I don't want that much stuff. But yeah, this one. Okay, let's go with this one. And let's get one more of those lights. I guess they expect you to have city living to make clubs. Oh yeah, like, let's get together. Yeah. Which, I mean, yeah, you can, but you probably are thinking that way, but at the same time, I don't know. It would have been nice to actually have that be a feature in the game rather than it be something you have to make yourself. Especially because apparently if you make clubs, isn't it kind of hard to make the hangout at the high school, or it's impossible? I can't remember. Also, a little bit of lore drop. Before I got Relight, this is how I would take my photos in game. Like, I would actually take the time to like set up lighting with these to take photos of my Sims. And it worked pretty well, to be honest. It worked pretty well. Yeah, a little photo corner over here. Not a bad setup. Actually, I won't put this over here. I'll add another little bump bit. And maybe I should save too. Yep, there we go. One of those. I knew what you meant though. I knew what you meant, so that's all that matters. Okay, so we got a little photo station. We're gonna have our broadcasting room over here. We got some tables. What else could we add? I would put computers in here, but I don't know. Oh, also, oh gosh, my ankle cramped up. Oh gosh, I think that's the first time that's ever happened to me. How do you catch a cramp in your ankle? Ah, oh, that hurt really bad. Oh, Jesus. I've never had that happen before. That was really weird. Okay. Anyway, back to what we were doing. Oh, that still kind of hurts. That's kind of clipping. That's annoying. Okay. What's what we have in here? I feel like that's it, right? You wouldn't really add anything else in here. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. I have to move my ankle around some. Okay, that's a bit better, I think. Yeah, I think this is pretty much it. I can't really think of anything else we would add in here as far as a newspaper club or yearbook club goes. Maybe a little banner. Even though this is for Brightchester, we can pretend it's for the club. I do not, Sam. I do not. Honestly, I probably have the worst setup known to man. Right now, I'm literally just lying in bed with my laptop on a stand. My keyboard and my mic are in my lap, and I'm currently using the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy as a mouse pad. So yeah, it's pretty bad of a setup, to be honest. It's not the best. I need to get a desk soon. My mom offered to buy me one, but I'm very picky. I don't know which desk to get. I want to make a smart choice, but also not a super expensive choice. But one of these days, I'm gonna have a legit setup. I'm gonna have an actual desk. I'm not gonna be playing on a laptop anymore. I'm gonna have a desktop so I can actually play other games outside of The Sims. Have an actual chair. I'm gonna be able to use my mic stand again. Hopefully that time will be soon. Also, speaking of changes, I mentioned this before, like in a stream I did earlier this week, but I'm considering giving Twitch a try. So next week for streams, I might be on Twitch instead of YouTube. I'm just gonna give it a go and see how it goes. But if it goes pretty well, then yeah, guys, streams might be moving over to Twitch. Because I don't think my internet can handle multi-platform streaming. And I don't know if I can handle that. So, yeah. But if it fails, then we'll be back on YouTube. Just trying something. Trying something new. Because everyone seems to be moving to Twitch, and I want to see what all the fuss is about. Yes, manifest the setup. Hardcore manifesting. Just look at the return policies. You can try things out. That's true, but one thing about me, I hate returning stuff. So I would prefer to have it right on the first try. Because I don't like having to go through that process of, requesting a refund and sending stuff back. Woo, I love Twitch low-key. Honestly, I like Twitch too when it comes to watching streams. But I just never really understood if there was like a benefit of going to Twitch or doing Twitch over YouTube or vice versa. That's why I've just been sticking with YouTube. But like I said, a lot of people have been moving over there to like stream. So yeah, I was like, I'll give it a try. I will give it a try and see how things work out. Also, there's the added benefit that I could possibly play more music. Because we've played this playlist to death. I mean, it works, but at the same time, I don't know. Where is the content creator station? I can't remember where it's at. Isn't it electronics? I can't remember. Maybe. Oh yeah, it is. Man, this reminds me of when I was in elementary school and I was on the broadcasting team. It was so cute. All of us getting together, the morning announcements, playing on the soundboard and stuff. The memories. Funny enough, I don't think my high school had a broadcast team. But the elementary school did. Okay. What else can we drop in here? Maybe we use this instead of this. Or actually, I can use both. I'll move it around a bit more. I've never used Twitch. It's only streams over there, right? Yes, Twitch is specifically a streaming platform. I'm so paranoid about music, to be honest. Rightfully so, because I feel like, I don't know. YouTube is kind of weird about music. But if you're looking for music, Maya, I would recommend the playlist I'm using right now. Extreme Beats by Harris Keller or something like that. This playlist specifically, I haven't had any copyright issues, knock on wood. But yeah, I recommend this one. And there are some you can find on YouTube for free. There are some playlists that are actually copyright free, but you really gotta search for them. You really gotta search. But everyone is doing their own thing, so why can't I? Exactly. There's more hate bots over there. Yeah, that was one of the worries I had, because I don't really have the best temper in the world, but you know, we'll try it. We'll try it and see. Okay, so I tried to use the video station on one of my Magnolia Promenade lots, and Sims couldn't use it. Can they in high school? I'm not sure. Maybe they can't, but honestly, if they can't, I don't really mind it, because I'm more so here for the vibes, if that makes sense. Also, this is a bit small. We might have to expand this out some. So I want to fit the camera in here. Or fit it in a way that makes sense. Might have to add a little bump it in here as well. Cram that in the corner, okay. And then we need a little backdrop, so when they're recording videos and stuff. We'll go with this one, because I think this is one of the ones where you can change the background. So that could be pretty cool. Are the special effects items functional? I was never able to figure it out. They should be, because I use it all the time. You have to place this item, and then you have to place like the little sprinkler system that comes from Get Famous. And then you have to have a sim come over and like set up the effects through this. Save, my game just crashed. Oof, okay, definitely saving. Oh no, Elizabeth, I'm so sorry. That's the worst, that's the worst. Also, what is this XP thing here? I see it for the first time and I don't know what it means or how to turn it off. Honestly, I don't even know what that is either. Like, I was, when I started back streaming again, I was very confused. But apparently, it's just a way to increase audience engagement. So it keeps track of, I guess, how interactive you are in chat. So that's why some people have, like, the little badges to show, like, how involved. I don't know. Honestly, I guess it's something, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What time is it? Oh, it's 11:03. Okay. I guess I'll keep going until we finish this room and the dark room. And then that'll leave us pretty much done with the high school. And I can just finish the cafeteria off stream. But yay! We'll be officially done. And then I just have to play test it, and then I can post it. And then hopefully By the next time we stream, we'll be working on a different world. Which world is that? I don't know. Which world should we tackle next? I was kind of feeling the Nordhaven world. I feel like that could be fun. But we also have Ravenwood, and we have, I don't know why I keep forgetting that world that comes with for rent. We have those 3 worlds left. So those are kind of our options for where we can go to next. I love your playlist. Thanks. I like it too, but at the same time, we've been using this forever. You know, sometimes it's good to switch it up. Ginseng, hello! How have you been? Thank you for joining the stream. Haven't seen you in a while. Howdy, howdy. What room is this? This is the broadcasting slash yearbook slash newspaper room. So this is the actual broadcasting room over here, where they record like the videos, like interview people, have morning announcements, all that stuff. Oh wait, maybe we can put like a little news desk in here. Or that might be too much. I don't know if we have enough space for that. It's a cute thought though. Let's pull one of the ones from downstairs. Consistency is key. Yeah, it's very crammed in here. Only the sprinklers by themselves also work. I use them all the time for birthdays and weddings. Oh, really? What? I thought you had to have the other thing. That's actually good to know. Because sometimes I don't know where to put this, or I'll have to create like a specific room for this. But if I don't have to, that's amazing. Yeah, you're number 3 yapper pretty much. Wear with honor. Wear with honor. Nordhaven in the brick industrial area has a lot perfect for a large apartment. Yeah, I think that's the reason why I'm most excited for Nordhaven. Because I feel like we can make some really cool apartments. I feel like Nordhaven is going to be pretty apartment heavy. I really like Nordhaven. Okay. Nordhaven is real nice. Then maybe we'll go for Nordhaven next. I'm doing good. Just hopped on to say hi before I head out. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah. It doesn't really make sense to try to cram this desk in here, but I think I'm going to do it anyway. I'm fine with that. Tomaring is too small in my opinion. That's how I feel about, honestly, most of the worlds that came out recently. Tomaring is too small and it feels too empty. I like the idea of the marketplace that they have going on in the world, but it doesn't really, it's not really doing what it needs to do, if that makes sense. It feels like a ghost town. But yeah, Tomaring is too small. We talked about this last night. Del Sol Valley is too small. There's a lot of too small worlds. Which I guess it makes sense, but also at the same time, I don't accept that. Okay. we're officially done with this room. Like I said, I'll probably go back in and like add some little clutter and stuff, like on the tables, but I think this is all we're gonna do for now. I'm satisfied with it. I think it's good. Okay. And then last room we need to set up is the dark room. Dark room, dark room, dark room. And honestly, that shouldn't take too much time. So yeah, if anyone didn't know, this is the murder pool, by the way. This is the scene of the crime, as you can see by the body down here. So yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of students don't really want to head down here, but there are some things for them to use, like the auxiliary gym. I think this was the bathroom, maybe? Let me see. Where's the nearest bathroom? Actually, no. I think I'll just keep the stalls over here. This can be the janitor's closet. Shrink that down a bit more. So your Sims can do janitorial things, or honestly, they can just come in here and hook up, I guess. That's also a thing. And we'll make this room the dark room. The size of Tommering enraged me. It's just so much about that world that makes me so angry. I feel like if they did it better for Rent, well, it's already like a top 3 pack for me. But if they did the world differently, it could be so much better. So much better. I need to figure out how to break the game and put down new lots. I feel like Twisted Mexi, didn't they make a create a world mod that allowed you to do that? I don't know if you can like maybe message them or like look at how they set up their mod, but I'm pretty sure they figured out a way to add lots. So maybe that will help you. Yes, I'm still mad about Del Sol Valley, the potential it had. Del Sol Valley, I don't understand what they were thinking when they made that world, especially because it's supposed to be Los Angeles inspired. Yeah, there's no apartments. You don't have any type of like pier setup or anything like that. No beaches. They didn't even give us like any, I don't know. The builds, everything's whack. I hate it. It was my favorite world to do for doo-doo, but I still hate it. I still hate it. Okay, now let me remember how to set up a dark room. I haven't been in a dark room since I was in university, because I actually minored in photography. So I had to spend a decent amount of time developing photos. I do remember it's dark. It is indeed dark in there. And there's usually like 2 sections. You have one section where you can kind of, look over your photos, maybe make some adjustments, do some like minor editing and stuff out here. And then once you go in the dark room, that's where the actual development happens. But I don't know if we're going to do all that, because this room technically isn't even functional. So maybe we'll just go with some counters. And we'll have those industrial sinks in here too. Looks so good. Chef's kiss. Thank you, Jimmy Jam Jones. Also, welcome. Murder pool. Murder pool. Honestly, I think the murder pool, that was like such a genius idea. Shout out to Pisces, because I believe she suggested the murder pool. Or I don't know if she suggested the murder part, but she definitely suggested like a basement pool. I think they finally registered complaints about the world feeling too empty, because the design of Nordhaven improved on that. That's good to hear. I haven't really played Nordhaven that much. I'm happy to hear that they're finally listening and trying to right their wrongs. Maybe we make this room a bit smaller. and add some bump bits as well. Ooh, actually, I can't remember which pack it's from. Maybe I'll search for it. But there's like a scientist table that we might can put over here. That could work. It might be from Get to Work, if I'm correct. Yeah, I was thinking of this. It's not exactly like an enlarger and all those other machines that you would see in a dark room, but it gives similar vibes, at least in my opinion. So we might go with that. I need to get back into film photography. There's a lot of stuff I need to get back into. But I saw this tweet on Twitter that basically described what I've been feeling. I already forgot what it's called. But it's like a form of, I guess, anxiety. I think it's behavioral or like frozen behavior, where you just kind of, I don't know. You just kind of freeze up, I guess, basically, when it comes to doing things that you actually want to do. And instead, you just default to doom scrolling or just staring at screens or just doing every other thing possible in order to avoid doing something that you actually might want to do. I'm trying to break that cycle. But it's very hard. Very, very hard. Because I'm a very anxious person. Okay. Now we gotta put some little red lights in here. Apparently the new world feels nice, but I don't really play with the Colts, so I don't know. Oh, dang it. I forgot. I forgot all about that pack, to be honest. I haven't heard like many people talk about it or anything. See, I can't really speak on the New World either. It reminded me a lot of Amsterdam, and while I'm sort of sick of seeing European worlds, I do think it's a very well-designed world still. That's kind of why I really want to build in Nordhaven, because I also got those vibes. Or just like Northern Europe, I guess, like the more... Is it correct to say Nordic countries? Like that kind of area? That's kind of the vibes I was getting when I saw Nordhaven. Or am I wrong? Or Scandinavian? Forgive me, guys. I'm American, okay? I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to learn. But I'm also Southern American, so that makes it even worse. Maybe we could have some lockers in here as well. I'm just praying for another city. I think it'd be perfect with bands, especially, or bands EP. I really hope we get another city. I really hope we do. Especially because I say this all the time. San Myshuno, one of my favorite worlds to play in. But I really wish they would have... what they did for the Spice District, I wish they would have done that for all the other neighborhoods in that world. That's my only gripe about San Myshuno, and that's why I really want another city world. Because I don't like how stylized the other neighborhoods are. It's not my jam. I want something like Scuff, New York. Like a grungy city. Or if not that, I guess like Honestly, it would be cool if they gave us like a futuristic city. That would be very cool. I could go for that. If they really want to make something super stylized. Just go all in and give us a cyberpunk city. City, Africa bands in one pack. That could be cool. That could be cool. That's my ADHD for me. Yes, I love Nordhaven too. Looks so much like home. Pretty sure Denmark is a Nordic country, so you're right. Also, yes, like Northern Europe, Scandinavian, definitely Nordic. Okay. I'm glad I didn't screw that up. Wait, Amsterdam is in the Netherlands, not Denmark. I always mess that up. Yeah. You're good, though. You're good. People make mistakes. Would you prefer the city have districts with actual gameplay and meaning like herbs? Actually, that would be really cool. That would be really cool. Because herbs, honestly, herbs is very strange and possibly not possibly, it is pretty problematic nowadays. But I did like how you had the different cliques when you ran around the city and you can like earn rep with certain groups. That would be kind of cool if they brought that back. But it was executed much better. Wow, I never really thought of that actually. But yeah, that would be cool. And bring back the Black Eyed Peas. That'd be pretty funny to have them in the game. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. Okay. Yeah, this actually isn't looking too bad. We kind of made something shake here. What we had in the game. Let's see. I wish we could add something in here, though, to give it a bit of functionality. Because I like having at least some sort of gameplay. Maybe we do add in computers. Or is there anything else we can add in here? I don't know. I don't know if there is. I don't know. The herbs was fun. It was fun. It was a fun time, for sure. I miss those old type of games, and I kind of wish The Sims would go back to making them. Like those spin-offs, like the herbs, Sims Bustin' Out, the Castaway series, or like the life stories. I don't know why they stopped. Well, I guess they weren't making money. I don't know. But I wish they would bring it back. Because those games were really fun. Definitely a grungy city. And maybe even a city like Vegas. That would be pretty cool too. I really want a Vice City inspired world. And I'm trying so hard, guys. I'm trying so hard not to start another save. I need to finish doo-doo. But you don't know how hard it's been for me. Like these past few weeks, I was very tempted to create like a Vice City save. And then I was like, what if we try a Cyberpunk save? Or what if I actually turn my stress save into like a legit Tokyo inspired save? But I have to stop. I have too many save files going on at the moment. I have to learn restraint. But it's very hard. Super duper hard. But I agree. A Vegas inspired world. Or just something, I don't know, like something similar to that would be pretty cool. I think so. Oh yeah, there's Sims in Nordhaven that were actually in the herbs. Really? I have not explored that world enough to know that. Also, Allison, hello. I'm glad you can catch a stream for the first time. Welcome. I hope you're doing good. You caught us at well, at least you made it. I will say that. But we're almost done because we were working on the high school and doing some extra classrooms. And now we're finishing off with the dark room. So, yeah, I don't know how much longer I'll be streaming. because we're kind of wrapping things up as far as the high school goes, which is very good. Very good. We actually made it. We actually got through this. Also, you can fit 2 computers up here. So if I put 2 computers up here, will 2 Sims actually be able to sit here and use it? Or is this just a joke? Wait a minute. Okay, then I need to go upstairs and change something then. Because I wanted to add more computers in this classroom, but I didn't think I could. Oh wait, no I can't. Huh, wait a minute, that's weird. Okay, never mind then. Scratch everything I was just talking about. Herbs deserves more love. For sure, for sure. It really does. Honestly, I feel like we don't appreciate that era as much as we should. It's all about Sims 4 and Sims 3. Sims 2, it still kind of gets some love, you know, because the whole nostalgic feeling everyone has about it. But like the console games, Sims 1, people just kind of leave that in the dust. They had to make The Sims into a cozy girl game, but OGs remember when it was like a softcore GTA game. But I don't know. I feel like it's not necessarily it's like a, I guess, a cozy girl game. It's just, I don't know. I guess The Sims, I'm trying to think, how can I say this? I think everything went wrong when apparently they started making this game and it was originally for mobile. Yeah, not necessarily that they were trying to change up like the whole aesthetic and stuff. It's just they started off on the wrong foot. So then they were forced to kind of, you know, go that direction. And you can kind of see that in the earlier version of The Sims 4 that, oh yeah, this was indeed supposed to be a mobile game. And then from there, they couldn't really pivot as well as they wanted to when they decided to make it into Sims 4. So that's how we kind of ended up here. But yeah, back in the day, the earlier Sims games, or like the console games, they were definitely pretty wild. But also that was different times too. Like the period where Sims 2 and Sims 1 came out, that's also the era where we got movies like Superbad and White Chicks. So it kind of explains why those games are the way they are compared to what we have now. And it's kind of a good thing, but also, yeah. Also not at the same time. I don't know if you said it, but someone said they're literally trying to compete with Roblox. That wouldn't surprise me. Honestly, Roblox, I feel like Roblox is a superpower. Literally everyone and their mom. It's impossible to compete with Roblox. Maybe the Sims are trying it, and I can see that, but it's impossible. They might as well just give up. It's never gonna happen. I was thinking maybe I should put some type of mat down here. Maybe this one. Best era, 10 out of 10. Better entertainment. I find it hard to disagree. Pop culture back then, I don't think there will ever be anything like it. The 2000s, early 2010s, that was like the golden era of pop culture. In movies, music, TV, celebrities, all that stuff. I don't ever think we'll get that back. I'm trying to decide if I want to eat that chicken that I have for lunch. I kind of do. Maybe I'll do that instead. Sorry to randomly bring that up, but I am getting pretty hungry. I was talking about the pho, but I think I'll save that. Or maybe I'll break down and I'll go get something to eat again. I don't know. I don't know what I would do, but I do know I'm hungry. And I definitely want the chicken and the muffin. Still want to eat that muffin. Because those muffins are so good. So good. But you know the place that has the best muffins? Where was I at? I was in Salzburg, Austria. And they legit have the best blueberry muffins on the planet. Also the best apple juice too. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I still daydream about it, like, all the time. If you're from there or you're ever visiting there, definitely get the blueberry muffins. And the apple juice. Both of those things. But okay, I think that's all we're gonna do for the dark room. Like I said, this is the janitor's closet. So I want to add a closet inside the closet so Sims can go in here and like mess around. Because that's pretty realistic. And we can probably add a little supply shelf in here. And that's pretty much it, I think. If you have any more suggestions, speak now or forever hold your peace. Because this will probably be the last time we work on the high school on stream. Yeah, it was a time where African American culture was really popular. I wonder if in a few years the Korean influence can be seen in movies and gaming too. Honestly, I don't know. Because I feel like maybe back then, if Korean culture had that explosion, like back in the 2000s, maybe. But I feel like nowadays, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I feel like a lot of cultures, when it comes to pop culture, are kind of blending together, you know? There doesn't seem to be one influence that's stronger than the other. Like, for example, when it comes to like K-dramas and stuff now, I feel like it's kind of blending a bit more with American dramas, if that makes sense, hopefully. You know how like K-dramas used to be like one season and there's a specific like style and direction they went with the plot? You can definitely start to see more like American influences. And that's probably due to Netflix. And Netflix, honestly, Netflix is pretty evil. And I say this while shaking my fist. And I don't really like them as a company. But I think they have a large part to do with that. But yeah, in the future, I feel like things are just going to become a bit more monotonous. Is that the word I'm looking for? With the way the media is set up and how global everything is now. I have shrimp to make later. Ooh, fried shrimp or pan-seared? How you cooking it? Shrimp sounds really good. Thinking of making coconut curry. I never get shrimp. I'm psyched. You should be. Honestly, shrimp is always a good time. Should I make the sewer rats and my mod nocturnal to be care? Definitely make them nocturnal. Definitely make them nocturnal. Daytime sewer rats is kind of crazy, not gonna lie. It would be funny, but it would also be pretty crazy. Am I getting too caught up in the details? Nah. You're asking the right questions. I think that would make me scared to go out at night, so yeah, why not? That's usually how they are in the city though. Like, oh my gosh. The only thing I hate about DC when I lived there were the rats. They were everywhere at night. Especially, okay, if you were getting out of Union Station in the middle of the night, you were most likely about to be greeted by a band of rats. And I am not even joking. Literally, as soon as you step out, Instead of grass, you'll see rats. It was pretty crazy. And I just can't handle it. I can't handle rats. Mice, I can kind of handle that because we used to live out in like the deep country when I was younger. So we would have a field mouse every now and then. And then I had that traumatic experience at university that kind of made me not even like scared of mice anymore. Because, yeah, once you go through something like that, it doesn't even faze you anymore. But rats, no, I can't do rats. Rats are too huge. They're too gross looking. I'm sorry for people that have pet rats. I know there are some rat lovers out there, but I can't. I'm sorry. I can't do that. Cannot do that. The council has spoken. Thank you all. Nana! Hello! I just finished catching up on the casino stream and saw this. Happy to make it. Oh, I'm glad you went back and watched the casino stream. I hope you like the outcome of the casino. It was very much a struggle, but I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with where we ended up for the casino. And I can't wait to actually like start planning stuff because I'm 100% sure we're gonna make it a small business. So I'm very excited to get all that set up. And as far as this stream, I'm glad you can make it, but unfortunately we might be ending soon. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I have to eat, well, not dinner, I have to eat some lunch. I didn't eat breakfast. And I also have to work out because I'm trying to stay consistent and work out every day. So that is my plan for after stream. But we will be back next time, or next Saturday at the same time. Now that I got all my streaming issues worked out, we're going to get back into being consistent with the schedule. So if you don't know, yes, we do have a streaming schedule. I stream doo-doo on Saturdays, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I stream Scuff New York on Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we might have like a random stream every now and then. That's usually how it goes. Oh, wait a minute. Did that change something? Why did it flash like that? Okay, no, everything's still good. Okay. Yeah, I think this is all we're gonna do for the supply closet, because honestly, there's not really much to add. So, dark room. I think the pool area is fine. I don't think there's anything we add here. The pool area looks so spooky. We did such a good job here. Look how scary it looks. Like, I would not come in here by myself. Or actually, I wouldn't come in here at all. I'm definitely the type that if I were in a scary movie, I wouldn't end up in that situation. Or if I did, I'm gonna be honest, guys, I'm jumping off the nearest cliff probably, because I can't do survival situations. I just can't. It's a little too much for me. But yeah, I'm pretty much saying I would not come in here at all. Or I wouldn't even come down to this basement, honestly. This whole area looks creepy. Okay, but everything looks fine here. Trying to rip the rabid rodent fever death from my first pet stuff. Scariest death in my opinion. Yeah, that death, yeah, that death is pretty graphic, to be honest. So wait, your sewer rat's gonna be able to kill people? God, this build looks so good. Thank you, thank you. It looks so good. I'm excited to see the Mr. Krabs sim. Yeah, that should be fun to make. Also, it's fine. I'll get to just rewatch this one. I appreciate you so much. Hopefully you can catch one live. Well, you did catch this one live, but I mean like a good portion of it live. I'm manifesting that for you. If I went there, you couldn't pay me to go into that basement. Exactly. When do you think the next doo-doo save version will be done? Well, at first, I wanted it to be done by the end of August or early September at the latest. And given that we're pretty much done with Copperdale, I just have to work on the auditorium and one more build in the downtown area. That leaves us with 3 more worlds. So, I don't know. Given that next week is August, I don't know if we'll actually be done by then. So yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard for me to say when the next version will be available. But I'm hoping it will be available soon. Because honestly, I love doo-doo and I have fun building in this. But I'm ready to finish it and focus on other stuff. Because like I said, I have other ideas for save files. I don't want to be the save file person, but honestly, I do enjoy building save files. So I wouldn't mind starting another one, especially since we're almost done with Scuff too. Oh, some more lockers down here. I feel like we need it. I'm probably going and add some posters on these walls too. I can do that off stream though. You don't need to see that. Alright, yeah, maybe we take a little tour of everything. The finished product. So welcome to the new and improved Copperdale High. That's what we have. Took us a while, but we finally got here. We finally got to the end. Yes, laughs evilly. Looks so good, I can't wait to play with it. Me too. Hopefully it runs pretty well, but I don't think we'll have any issues. But yes, tour time. Oh, dang it, I forgot. Wait a minute. I have to do the nurse's office, but that won't take that long. I can do that off stream. And I also have to add some chairs and stuff over here. And I also have to finish this. But we can still take a little tour and see how things are looking. Wow, it's taking us forever to enter. Okay, but anyway, here is the entryway to the high school. So, you know, we have the main hall where everything kind of branches off from. Through this door, let's come down a little bit. You have the admin office. So, you know, you come in here, you maybe sign in or sign out if you're leaving early. Nurse's office is going to be through this door. And then we have the principal's office. I think I finished in here. Okay, no, I didn't, because there's some stuff. But it's pretty much done. You get the gist. And then out here, we have our 2 classrooms back here. Okay, honestly, let me just zoom forward some. And we'll do like this. Okay, here we go. So yeah, one of the classrooms here. Probably the history classroom, based on how I decorated it. I feel like this teacher is in charge of the cheerleading club as well. So yeah, there we go with that room. We have our bathrooms back there, nothing too special. Second room over here, science room, or the biology room, or any of those sciences. Yep, looks nice. Through here, down this hall, we have the cafeteria. As you can see, it's still a work in progress. I have to move the tables back because for some reason, the last time I tried playtesting this, everything slid. I don't know why that happened. But I have to go in and fix this. You exit out to the little courtyard area. You can also enjoy your lunch. Down this hall, we have the theater. where the students put on their little productions and stuff like that. I think this could be fun gameplay. And then back on this end, we have the library. I feel like there's some stuff I still want to add in here too. But yeah. The reception desk. Some bookshelves. Some tables for you to do some studying. And then upstairs, you have like the loft with the actual computers and more room for studying and all that good stuff. And then you take the staircase down this hall. Why is the lighting so this color? Okay. We have our little art classroom over here. You can learn some art and stuff. You can learn some art and stuff. And let's see. Computer room / chess club area over here. Very nice, very nice. Music room where you can practice and better your musician skills. Yep, there we go. And then the last classroom right over here, the one we just finished. The broadcast / newspaper / what's the other one? Oh yeah, yearbook club. All that is happening in here. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much the high school, guys. And then here's an overhead view if you're interested, how everything looks from the top. Hopefully you got to see everything. Like I said, my camera work isn't the best, but yeah. And then here's the top floor. Then we have the back behind the high school. So some extra classrooms over here. I'm probably going to add in like some sports stuff. So like the cheerleading mat, football, stuff like that. So you can have some fun outside. And then we have the little basketball court, which I'm really happy with this. Honestly, this is my favorite part. Behind the high school, this area is my favorite. Because I just like how I laid it out. This is the best layout I've done for an outdoor space. So I'm really happy with it. But yeah, like I said, next time or next week when we stream, we'll most likely be on Twitch just to try things out. And we'll be working on Nordhaven. So that should be pretty exciting. I gotta start doing some planning for that. Or actually, okay, wait a minute. Do we work on Nordhaven or do we start working on townies for Copperdale? Which one should we do? I don't know. Maybe I should ask this earlier. Yes, please become the save file person. I love your ideas and build style. I think that's the direction I'm headed. I'm gonna become the save file person. I want it to be like a mix. To be like a gameplay girly and also a save file girly. Maybe I still can. But most definitely, I think my bread and butter is save files. Because they're just so much fun to make. And I love creating the lore and everything behind that. Love how the school turned out. I always attempt and fail. Honestly, this is kind of a struggle. But I'm pretty happy with how it turned out as well. I love learning some art and stuff. I'm glad you do. Definitely more of an artsy school. It looks so good. Yeah, I'm happy with how it turned out. But yep. I don't know. We'll see what we'll do next week. Maybe we'll start working on townies, or we might just do some building. Probably just depends on how I feel. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream here. I think we made some good progress. And thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. You know, I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or morning, whatever time it is for you. Also, again, shout out to the VOD watchers. I appreciate you guys. And also the lurkers. I appreciate you lurking and just hanging around. But, yep, I'm going to go ahead and sign off and go eat some lunch because I am very hungry. So, I will see you next week at the same time on Twitch. Okay. Yep. Bye, everyone. See you next time. Oh, wait. Devin Bumpkin did small Let's Plays after finishing a world to get to know the characters. Maybe you can do it as well. Okay, before I hang up, I was thinking about that. I wanted to make or try to make little machinimas for Scuff New York. And I definitely want to do a Let's Play with Scuff New York. So that is definitely in the cards. Okay, again, bye everyone. See you next time.